Hopefully by then I will be half my size.
Yeah, on the internet.
It's 2 months away.
Nice.
I got time.
We're here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Be here.
Okay. Well, I'm eating some delicious potatoes. While I eat these potatoes, I want my players and myself to go ahead and roll some fucking dice. Let's go.
You know, now you're going to. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't move.
What?
I know what Auburn rolled. And I know what I rolled. What'd you roll, Glenn?
I got a 15.
I got an 18.
I got a. Okay, so it's me. I got a 19. Alright.
High rolling it today.
I mean, we might have just wasted them all.
I may or may not use my mean die today. You guys might die. It's distinctly
Well, don't
possible.
forget he is exhausted.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's
not
no,
exhausted.
He's
it
not
doesn't give
exhausted.
exhaustion.
Oh,
He just
can't do
doesn't
anything for
do
one
anything
round.
for a round.
Right.
Yep. All right. Are you ready for this? I'm reading a recap written by Cascade.
Paint the picture here.
Do you remember the last time I read a recap by Cascade?
Yeah.
Yeah. We met the retinue from the city with reinforcements and started planning with this goblin guy. He's kooky. We made a plan to get as close as possible and mount a surprise attack. And we headed off with our new buds, which we had around 10, sneakily approaching the castle in the foggy tunnels. We were sneaky folks, and then we stormed the gate, and the battle began. We all fought admirably, and the battle was going well, aside from Alvi taking a solid shot from some cowardly snipers. I'm just fucking evolving as I go.
Split into your voice with
Snipers.
this one word, yeah.
Snipers on the ridge.
We didn't die. I can't. We didn't die. In fact, we kicked their butts. I can't do it seriously today. Then we took to helping some guys who were hungry in a hole, and Butt went to the office. Only to be attacked by the Dragonborn who was supposed to be down here. He's a quick one, and he talked his way into info from the guy, but he escaped before he could capture him. I just skipped over that.
What is it? Hold on, read it.
Obfuscate.
Obfuscate.
No. It's obfuscate.
Oh, god damn it.
It could have worked.
We found out that Ray's dad is Redbeak. That's rough, man.
That's rough, man.
Headed up towards where Redbeak
heavy,
was last
dude.
seen headed. It was a long journey, but we eventually made it up out of the cavern into the open air, the hazy fog of the day hanging above us. And after a quick scout by Rhea, we headed out, keeping a wary eye open for any birdfolk. A large ruined castle stood ahead of us, and we entered the broken, rusted gate without consequence. We met old Redbeak. He's trying to get his daughter to join a Lady Orissa. I was so mad because Rhea seemed to be giving in and I nearly hit her, but Obby McBobby made me not do it. Then she cast haste on him and immediately removed it, giving him a great depletion of energy. Then we prepared to fight the powerful and notorious Redbeak. I'ma beat him up. Signed, Cassie Boo Boo Boo. Greater than 3.
Oh my god, please stop.
I'll be McBobby.
I'll be McBoober.
McBoober. Oh.
I hated
That was the perfect
Yeah,
thing to
same.
get me right into the frame of mind. I'm here now. 100%.
I wish I didn't have to work. I would just take like 5 shots right now.
Rhea, I'm just going to say that that's your initiative because I don't really care and you hadn't rolled it or had forgotten to
I
write it
did
down
roll
at the
it.
time. What was your initiative?
I put it in order.
Yeah.
Whatever it was on the
16.
previous thing, it was in order, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, well, his Rhea's name was not there.
Okay.
Is why. I think that's correct though.
It was 16.
Because Cascade rolled like a 19 or some shit, or like 18, and then Redbeak was a 14, The airman got a 12, and Auburn got a fucking 6, or whatever it was. It was very low, or a 3, something rather low. Anyway, he's holding
5.
up the rear. Ladies and gentlemen, you find yourself next to a slowed Redbeak, who the look of surprise is only just coming onto his face as he has this look of anger and, I'm going to kill these people for my daughter, almost like triumph. But then his expression just slowly begins to morph as the magical slowness transcends his form. Yes.
Fuck it.
The airman below him, the Eric Cochran mutated vultures along the stadium walls beside you, have no idea what's going on. They just saw, you. They were just as convinced as everybody else was. So they're in the surprise round, just like Redbeak. And it is Cascade's turn to begin this epic combat. The culmination of months and weeks.
Alright, so... right. Yeah. So we gotta start it off. Did I, and this is something I truly don't remember about the last session, surprise.
You cast Shillelagh.
I did? Okay,
Shillelagh was already cast.
Okay, wonderful. I'm just gonna go and immediately, cast a spell. Try and cast this. Unless he wants to try and
he can't do anything.
He has no reactions.
Oh, that's right. Cool. So first
completely...
turn. This is bonus action, Guardian of Nature, as I become the form of a primal beast, as the spirit of nature imbues and transforms me to defend it. So I now have a walking speed that's 10 feet faster. I have dark vision out to 120 feet. Strength-based attack rolls have advantage, and my melee weapon attacks deal an extra 1d.
Holy shit! What would you like to look like, sir?
Oh, I'm like that big ass. Like, imagine we all played New World, so you know those big wood wolves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so like that, except almost like half gorilla-ish. So it's got, because I still have hands and I still have like my fucking weapon out and shit. It's just sized up, and I've just kind of, I can lean forward and run on 4 legs if I want a little bit.
Oh, you want it to be an ape?
It's like an apey wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Still got a painted face and stuff, but like bits of wood kind of coming out, almost like porcupine quills and stuff.
I'm going to try my best to provide something similar. Yeah. But please continue with your turn, my friend.
So I'm the guy. I select a new hand tool. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to. I don't believe I have extra attack, do I?
That's you-ish. Are you a large creature, or are you just still...
Yeah, I'm still a medium creature.
Okay.
I believe. I think the other one makes me a little bigger, or very least taller, because it's free form. Offers. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with...
Nice.
Do we have advantage?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
For multiple reasons?
For a lot of reasons, yeah.
Okay.
We'll take you...
26.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that hits.
So it's going to be normal damage plus a d6 extra force. Force is going to be this little guy. This colored die. So
okay.
A D8 plus 5.
Blah.
Sick. That is 2 force damage and 13 other force damage.
So 15 total damage?
Yes, absolutely. It's all force damage. Especially. So.
Right.
Yeah, and that is bonus action movement. My turn.
Awesome. Next up would be Rhea.
All right. I am going to look down at my father. I don't actually know if he's on the ground. I'm just going to look at him.
No, he's standing there and he's like very exhausted. He's towering above you. The same intimidating presence that comforted you as a child. Now, they're replete with exhaustion and sadness. A little bit of anger.
A little bit. He's going to see my anger too.
Mm-hmm.
I told him, you did this. You're the one who chose to leave, and I'm going to cast Cloud of Daggers centered on him.
Okay.
So he is going to take 64 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever he starts his turn there, he will take it again.
Can you move that Cloud of Daggers?
No.
It doesn't move?
It does not. It's going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
And if I can move the map. I'm going to fly over here.
Sounds good.
Staring at him as I fly back.
Done and done. Your daggers narrowly missing Cascade in his wolf-like form and are just tagging Redbeak back and forth. Red feathers kind of flying in like a cloud, a puff of cloud, revealing as you move to the side, Auburn behind you, who it's your turn as the airmen realize what's going on and get up to stand. Auburn can act first.
Oh, well, with his turn with Redbeak, he took another 15 damage.
Oh, true. Yes.
As a bonus action, because I've had her out, I'm just gonna send her out further. So she's gonna be my little echo book. She's gonna be about like 20 feet in the air. She's just gonna be up there. That's kind of like a sentry, I guess. Think of fucking the monitors from Halo. She's just there.
How high is she up?
20 feet up.
Okay.
Yeah. So she might just be about here. Either way, she's about 20 feet in the air. So, that's my bonus action. As an action, you're gonna see. Oh, I'm so excited! You're gonna see Auburn pull out his brass knuckles, getting ready. He's got his gun on a sling across his back. But before he does any of that, he's gonna take his hands and put them on his temple and focus. And a shimmering, shining, purple lance of just pure psychic energy forms. And I'm casting at 4th level Rowlathim's Psychic Lance, targeted at Redbeak. I'm going to need an intelligence saving throw.
An intelligence saving throw.
Yep.
Solid +4 on that. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh God, No, I'll wait. I'll wait for the D&D Beyond die. We'll see. No, it's not looking good. That's a 21.
Damn. It's fucked up.
What else does he?
He just takes 14 psychic damage.
That's a lot. That's a lot of psychic damage. You see him kind of like there's blood coming out of his beak, like the little nose holes of his beak, blending in with the crimson of his plumage and coloration, and he looks back and forth to all of you as it seems that this haste spell, the lethargy involved has worn off, and he gives a bird-like smirk, a twinkle in the eyes as he takes out Ebon Nail and awaits for the next barrage. Cascade, it is your turn.
Sorry. I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move back. That's part of
sure.
But I'm done now. Officially.
And Ebon Nail is a sword made of obsidian, and it is large. It is larger than a long sword, but in his hand it seems more like a long sword.
Like a broadsword?
A broadsword looks a lot more like a saber.
Okay.
But common misconception. Sorry.
Hema like
sword nerd. Kind of like halfway between like a long sword and a claymore.
Like a hand and a half sword.
That also a long sword. That is the only difference between a long sword and a hand and a half sword is often the length of the hilt. Anyways, I'm a giant fucking sword nerd. I apologize.
A little bit. I love it.
But suffice it to say, it is large, and it is it's kind of like uneven and jagged, and you can tell that it's made of this cracked obsidian that is lethally sharp, sharper than probably anything you've ever seen. Its black gloss reflects in the odd fog which surrounds this building, and the light of the muted sun, twinkles on its blade. And he looks at all of you as he awaits Cascade's move.
Sick. Looks scary. So I'm a big scary wolf, nature wolf guy, and as I land that first blow and see him get ready, I'm like, all right, more power. So I cast or use a use of Wild Shape as an action to as my naturey form then transfers into a constellation. This time not of an archer, which has been the only one I've used, I think. This time the shape of a dragon, a spectral dragon around the form of my thing, which gives me, when I make an intelligence or wisdom check, or a con saving throw to maintain concentration on a spell, I treat a roll of 9 or lower on a d20 as a 10. So, it's really good for staying in concentration, and I'm going to go ahead and... I don't have a bonus. I need bonus. That was my full action. Let's see if I have a bonus. Oh. On a spell, nobody's hurt, are they?
Nope.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Then in that point, I'm just stand there. That's my turn. I'm there, spectral dragon nature wolf with a staff.
Okay. Does that work? It didn't work. Fuck. Okay, give me a second. I wanna give you a spectral dragon form.
Oh.
Rhea, it is your turn.
All right. Seeing Oberon's spell fail to fully apply, I will be doing the same thing. Lance from my forehead towards Redbeak. But then, as soon as that lance launches, you see a second one go for the furthest right Aarakocra as well.
Understood.
So I need intelligence rolls from both of them as twin spell takes effect.
Okay. am uploading the spectral dragon look.
Can you tell that I just want to be an Uchiha? Every character I make has some sort of reference to like the form of, you know, spirit on speed. Yeah.
So what kind of throws one more time?
Intelligence throws for Redbeak and the Aarakocra to the right on the battle map.
Redbeak rolled a 22. The Aarakocra on the right rolled a 16. Oh wait, no, sorry. The Aarakocra on the right did not roll a 16. He is not that smart. He rolled a 12.
All right. So Redbeak is going to take 18 damage, psychic damage. And the Aarakocra is going to take 36 and be incapacitated for one.
The Aarakocra is dead.
All right. And
Ouch.
Yeah, he gone.
I'm going to.
And we have a dead token now. So cool.
So now we remember to loot bodies, you know, because you don't remove them. I like that.
I'm going to fly next to Auburn and say, I don't think it worked. And that's going to be it for me.
All right. It is now Redbeak's turn.
He takes
Redbeak.
17 slashing damage.
Oh yeah, Cloud
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
You son of a Redbeak.
No, listen, if Nick and I managed to, or if he rolled low enough for the intelligence, he would have been stuck there for 2 more turns.
Oh my
God. It would have been great.
All right. So
now you can show us what he can do, though.
Indeed. First, he is going to... You guys did some stuff, so he's going to use... He's going to use his... Fuck! I can't... second wind. So he's going to regain 20 health. And then he is going to take his attack action. Ebon Nail swings out, lashing at this beautiful spectral dragon. Let's see here.
Still also somehow a nature wolf.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I love it.
No. You know what it reminds me of? Hold on. From Kung Fu Panda 3, when Po gets the chi energy and he's inside the dragon fighting with it.
Spoilers.
Oh shit! My bad. I'm sorry.
2014. Come on.
I've not seen
so
anything
you
past
like
the first one.
Instead of a panda and a dragon, you're a wolf and a dragon.
Yeah. Got the staff of the woodland.
He rolls a 16, a 14, and a 29 against you.
Both hit.
Mr.
Yeah, all of them hit. All of them hit me. So let me know individual damages, because I got to maintain concentration possibly.
Yes, sir.
Can I shield him?
No.
Oh, wait. Sorry, what were they to hit?
16, 14, and 19, 29. Yeah.
Rock, it's my fault.
Let's see here. I know I have another feature as well. I apologize. There's a little, he's a new character technically. So you now have disadvantage on the next saving throw you make against any spells that he casts.
Okay.
And okay, sorry, just double checking stuff. So he is wielding it one-handed. Where are my D?
Remember, it's one at a time.
Oh yeah. So 10 damage, 10 damage, and 9 damage.
I took DC 10, so I can't fail because of the dragon. Because it's 9 or lower is a 10, so it's a DC 10, so I succeed.
Nice.
Good job, dragon.
He is
still
then
also
going
wolf.
to. Nice. He's then going to action surge,
Awesome.
and he is going to cast Vampiric Touch on himself.
Counterspell.
He. Let's see. Did I make that? Fuck. I didn't fucking.
He was going to fuck me so hard.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have it. All right. All right.
What level did he cast at a level I don't have to roll at, or?
No, he cast it at 3.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay.
All right. And he is going to move the fuck out of the way out of that cloud of daggers and just kind of like move to the other side.
That's a pretty decent return on a cloud of daggers, honestly.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
No. All right. That is it for the Red Beak's turn. These fellows are going to 1, 2, 3, 6.
Jesus.
2, 6. All right, so these two are just going to move up, and this one is going to attack you, Mr. Auburn.
Sorry, the one on the left? Because that one didn't. I have to dash, I'm assuming.
No, the one in the middle is going to attack you, this guy.
Oh, I'm guessing then they have reach, like spears or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's throwing a javelin at you, sir.
From that distance? Okay. I mean, if he wants.
Yeah.
That's
Could have been
fine.
in roots.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so let's see here.
Yeah.
That is 16 to hit.
If it meets, it beats.
All right. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. So he throws his javelin, and that is it for their turn. Auburn, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna turn to Rhea and say, "I'll handle the small ones. You go and help Cascade." And then from the point of I can't remember her fucking name. What's her name? Cormelia.
Cormelia.
You're gonna see Cormelia glow red, and turn into like this orb, and burst into flames and launch rays of fire. I'm casting Scorching Ray from her point.
Nice.
At level 3, that gives me 4 rays. So I'm gonna send one for now. I'm gonna send the first 3 left to right at each of the Eric Cochran. So in order, 15.
That does hit.
24.
That does hit.
And 12.
That does hit.
Oh, okay. Don't wait. We're good.
Okay, so I'm gonna do damage then in the same order. So from left to right. 11 fire damage.
Okay.
4 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's cocked. 9 fire damage.
You got a raid. Did I miss it?
And I'm gonna send the last one to the one in the middle.
So it was.
That is a natural 20. Does that hit for
God.
29?
Give me a second. It was 11, 4, and what? 9?
11, 4, and 9 fire damage, yes. And then the one in the
How
middle.
4 so tiny?
And then the one in the middle.
That's the normal size.
Is gonna take an additional 15 fire damage.
Okay, the one in the middle does indeed die.
Okay.
Very nice. That's what he gets for hitting you.
And then, hang on, let me just mark off that spell slot is used, so I don't cheat. Chat, don't cheat. And I'm just gonna square up with them, like my fists are, my hands are up,
Okay.
and I'm trying to get their attention focused on me. Like I'm gonna flip off the one on the left too, like to my left, the one on the right.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
You know
sure,
what I mean?
sure.
Left,
yeah,
the right.
sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Left, right, up, down.
Come on, then, you bunch of fried fucking chicken. Let's go.
You bunch of fried fucking chickens. They are high as fuck. I'm just kidding. All right. That's your turn, Auburn?
Yes.
Okay. From behind the bleachers, you see... Shit. Where are you?
Oh shit. Oh shit behind the...
You see more show up.
Bird persons?
Yep. But that is their entire turn. They just reveal themselves.
Where? Oh. Ah.
I need this over here so I can see it. Oh, Rhea. I see what you're doing there.
You don't see shit.
Cascade, it is your turn.
Cascade in wolf dragon form is like facing him right, and I'm just gonna like slowly back away. Out here.
He lets you go.
And he's going to take the Staff of the Woodlands out and say, "First time for everything." And from around him, a wall of thorns erupts from within the ground. A 10-foot thick, 10-foot high spear that all points in on his circle. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I cast all of...
Nice.
So when it appears, and I don't know, is there a way to make...
We are going to have a version of that. It's 10 by 10, you said?
Yeah, it's 10 feet in diameter. I can make it up to 10 feet thick.
Jesus.
It's gonna be ice thorns.
Yeah.
For reasons.
So yeah, the square where he is to, as it appears, make a dex save.
So it's like that? 10 by 10?
Are these 10-foot squares?
No, they're 5-foot squares.
So it'll be out to here. I mean, it's a circle.
What are the dimensions of the spell?
I can choose them.
Oh.
Yeah, you can have it up to 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick. So yeah, 5 feet thick and up to 10 feet high. Now, I'm not making it very long though, so it's just.
Shit. Fuck. We'll just. Fuck. Just draw it. Can you draw it, please?
Yeah.
With your with the little draw tool. My bad. All right, and he makes a dexterity saving throw. You said?
Yes, against DC.
DC 16. Oh, you might actually fail that. God damn it! I'm not going to use that. Okay, so he rolled a 10, but he is going to use. It is not a legendary action. It's just a part of the skills. God damn it, D&D Beyond. He is going to use... Oh, D&D Beyond. Why are you so slow, bro? Please. Very irritating. There's a thing he could do in his features.
I also do a thing as he makes saving throw once you're ready.
He uses Indomitable.
Just for what it's worth, Dungeon Master, I use my Cosmic Omen feature, so when he makes the saving throw as a reaction, I can roll it and have a subtracted from that roll. He takes a -5.
That is -3 that he just got on the saving throw. So, yeah, he takes the damage.
I really wanted to make sure, because it's 7d8 damage.
Jesus Christ! Thank God this guy's bulky as shit.
26. 34. Yeah, 34 piercing damage. And if he wants, like, if he doesn't take the damage again unless he ends his turn there, but he's easily, like, at waist height or whatever, and it's 10 feet high, and every foot he moves is 4 feet of movement for him to try and get up and out or through it.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That's disgusting, and you should feel bad about yourself. Rhea, it is your turn.
Hi, it's me. I know that Auburn said to deal with Redbeak be pretty well dealt with. So I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb. Out of both of mine.
Okay.
Using Twin Spell again.
Of course.
But they're both going to be at advantage.
Why is that?
Because of Tides of Chaos.
Oh.
One of them is going to require a wild table.
Kind of breaking up a little bit.
Sorry, I turned myself down. I need to get into my mic. One of them is going to require a wild magic roll. I'm sorry, Nick. So let's see what the
wild
spells do
magic,
first.
baby.
Well,
let's
see what the spells do. So this is going to be for the left one.
Okay.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
And then I'll roll for... Wow. Does an 11 hit? I'm going to use Ben Luck, which uses my reaction and sorcery point to give me a 1d4. That doesn't require... Don't worry, that one doesn't require wild magic, but that turns it to a 14.
That does hit.
So they're both going to hit. They're both going to be thunder damage. The left one's going to take 23, and the right one's going to take 25.
Yeah, they're dead. They're super dead.
Now, I'm sorry. I thought about that when I flew towards you. I was like, man, I should not have done that. So all I was going to do is one fireball and we're fucked up. But it is what it is. Roll the D100.
What happened?
You regain your lowest level expended spell slot.
You lucky.
59.
Hey!
Yeah. Woo! Let's go. What is that?
Oh,
That's first
wow,
level? I'll
magic.
take it. I don't care. That's an extra shield for me. I'm happy. I was so worried. There's a lot on there that could have fucked us up.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anyway, I'm going to, after realize, that revitalization of the wild magic surging through me, I realize, fuck, I should not be here. I'm going to fly away from Auburn over to here.
Oh,
Very
Dungeon
nice.
Master, I apologize. Just so you know, my wolf form dropped when I put up a wall of thorns.
Okay.
So I no longer deal extra damage on my strength-based attack.
But you still look like a dragon?
Yeah, still dragon.
Nice.
Just like me-shaped dragon shape. Like Sailor Moon before they put their clothes on.
Nice. We love that.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
know what you're talking about. Got you. All right. So it is now Redbeak's turn. Redbeak is going to cast Misty Step. Where is he going? 30 feet. Let's see.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
I saw you mulling that over, and I was like, my head, I was like,
you little bastard. All right. Well, in that case, then he is going to cast Firebolt. And he's going to use, since he hit Ebonnail, gives some amazing perks to spellcasters who use attacks.
Me? No. I was never trained on my father's sword. Not yet.
It will be yours.
So Ebonnail, he made a successful melee attack with the weapon. So his next spell attack before the end of his next turn gains advantage. Awesome. And he is going to expend one of his charges to add his proficiency bonus in damage to his next roll of a damage. So he's going to cast a little thing known as Firebolt.
Love it.
At
Counters.
Auburn.
Kidding.
Imagine.
I used my reaction to Ben. Sorry. Or I would.
Auburn, he gains advantage. That is a... Let's see here. That is a 25 to hit. Dude, having powerful characters is cool. That is 23 points of fire damage, Mr. Auburn. He says, "You're becoming a pain in my side." And he is going to use his movement to fly up. So it's 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
Can you link that spell for me?
Yeah.
Or just link your character page really quick, and then I can just look at the... Or
I've already got a copy.
Spell.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's from
awesome.
That's all right. Nope, that's a different spell. That's 100%.
That is a very different...
I don't know why that's what I highlighted.
We know what you're playing.
I was actually just looking at it. I kind of... Oh, there we go.
Thank you, LR. Okay. Creature can move through a wall, albeit slowly. For every 1 foot of creature moves through the wall, must spend 4 feet of movement.
It's like difficult terrain times 2.
That's crazy. So, I guess he gets to the top of the wall? Yeah, he gets to the top of the wall.
What's this? I mean, how much does he have enough movement to get to 15 feet up or whatever?
He has 45 feet of movement? Yeah,
oh,
he
yeah.
has 45 feet.
Yeah, he gets out just fine.
Okay, so he's at the top of the wall, hovering there. Yeah, that's his turn. You guys are kicking ass. All right, the airman will now attempt to move in. And they're flying, of course, about 30 feet into the air. And they will... What is the ranges here? Sorry, just getting the measure of the things. Okay, too far. You're not too far for any of them, so that's good. So one will be attacking Rhea with disadvantage, and the other three will be throwing one of their pack of javelins. The whole pack, like 7 javelins. No, they will be throwing some javelins at Cascade. All right. So let's just roll all of these at once.
If they do hit, just make sure you give me individual damage.
That is a 15, a 21, and an 11.
11 misses, but the 51 hit.
Okay. The first one is 3 damage. The second one is 8 damage. Ayo. Minimum.
I succeed.
Nice. All right. And then the last one is going to throw with disadvantage at Rhea. With disadvantage, that's a 9 to hit. I think you're okay. And they swoop menacingly towards you, and then that's it. That is their turn. Auburn, it is your turn.
Huh. It do be my turn. Shit. Fuck. Okay. We're gonna do something. What? How high are these airmen flying?
They're 30 feet in the air.
Okay. So bonus action, I'm gonna have her go up 30 feet. I don't know how to edit that text. Oh, I
you
found
click
it.
her and then
Yeah, I found it. Oh no, not like that. Not like that.
Oh, like this.
30 feet. And I'm going to touch myself.
Ooh. Ooh.
And go invisible.
Okay.
I'm casting invisibility on myself.
There it is. Marker?
Yes, there is. I
You
need
can
to
do
find
hidden.
it.
Wait, before I commit to this. So my wait, hang on. Give me a second here.
Token's coming out. It's coming for you. Good. It's coming for you. It's gonna get you.
I tried. I counted
Okay,
as long.
that's fine.
You invisible?
So my question was, sorry. I'm able to cast a spell from my manifested mind's location. Does that count for the purposes of invisibility as me casting a spell, or
yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm just gonna go invisible.
Okay.
I am very hurt. And I will. Can you attach to Auburn? So if I do 6. So while invisible, how high is like this? If I wanted to climb up it.
We'll say 20 feet, like at the top most part. And then like, yeah, it's like let's say it's 5 feet tall, just like a little bit taller than you, like so people could see the whole thing. And then
so like 5 foot of movement to like get up there.
Yeah.
So that's 5.
It would technically be 10 since
15.
you're climbing up it, but it's okay.
Okay, then I'll just go here and use 25, and I'm just kind of circling around.
Okay.
But I am invisible, yes, and she's up there at 30 feet.
I think you can make yourself hidden, but not from me. It's whatever. But yeah, you are invisible.
Yeah.
Redbeak chuckles at seeing you run. He looks down on the field and he says, "Is this truly all you have, daughter? Is this all that you'll ever amount to? A couple weak, paper-thin friends against an army of Aarakocra?
Like her last...
You could be with us. You could be by my side. We can take over this world."
I thought that flash...
And, that's it. It is Cascade's turn.
Aha! Cascade looks at him and says, "No, no, no, Birdman." And he casts Hold Person on him.
Okay. What's the, it's a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw against the spell save of DC.
He is going to use Indomitable again.
Cool, I'll use my reaction to subtract 4 from his roll.
Okay. That does work. I hate you.
He's paralyzed for the duration.
Explain something to me. This is a man who's hovering 15 feet, 5 feet above this wall of thorns, who's now paralyzed.
Wall of Thorns
Would
gone.
he not?
It sucks back into the earth when I paralyze him. By the way.
But he's
because
hovering
it's
in
a
the
whole
air.
person?
Oh!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, yeah.
Is whole person
If you're
concentration?
paralyzed, it is.
Yeah.
If you're paralyzed, you can't move. I would argue that just sends him falling down.
It does.
Yeah.
You know,
And he
I mean,
takes...
it's minimal amount of damage, but still
it's like a
some
D6,
damage.
yeah.
Yeah. He takes 4 points of damage and gets to roll a saving throw against Hold Person. He
No,
doesn't make
it's just at the, it's also, it doesn't proc on damage, it only procs at the end of each turn. At the end of his turn.
Pretty sure.
No,
Procs
it's
up
at the
to
end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. And I have a minimum 10 on my con saves too, so. Thanks, Dragon. That is my turn as I remain there, and I just look at Ray and I say, "Your turn. It's all yours."
That's fucking hilarious.
All right.
All right. So,
Appropriate commentary
Ray.
from Connor.
Yeah, I try to turn my sensitivity up as high as I can, but he doesn't get quiet.
Connor? No.
yeah. Crazy.
All right. So anyway, is it okay to go?
Yeah.
All right. Glenn said it, and so I felt like the order of operations was just wrong. So Ray is gonna just, and right here, about 10 feet in the air,
Oh my
you'll
god,
see
it
a
was
spark.
your turn next too. Whoa, cool.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I just wanted to make sure it was all right.
I didn't mean to push that. I was like, yeah, it's yours thematically, you know.
You'll see a spark of light start about 10 feet in the air and then expand and engulf everybody in this area.
Oh, wow.
And it's fireball cast.
Nice.
So I need everybody to make
fails dexterity savings.
a dexterity 15 saving.
I'm going to assume that everybody's going to fail. Well...
Yeah, when you said they were 20 feet in the air, I was like, yes! Just enough.
Oh. Actually, one succeeds. He succeeds. I'm pretty sure he's dead anyway.
This one?
Yeah. He succeeded.
He's going to take 15,
Yeah, he's dead.
and the rest take 30. I rolled really well for that one.
Yeah.
It was all 3s and 5s, and then 1, 2. You can verify
So
it on Roll20.
where are you centering your...
It's like right here. And then
we have a prop for that.
Woo! Oh fuck. Hold on.
That would hit Cascade.
Right there.
Okay, that wouldn't hit Cascade.
Thanks. Much
And,
appreciated. I have 20 or 30 hit points.
It's not very often that you get to cast Fireball and have it be the full sphere, too. So
Yeah.
it's an actual sphere of fire.
Nice. Well, they all did. Redbeak suddenly looks incredibly haggard.
What is this guy? He's just a copy.
Yeah, he was just a copy, my bad.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to
I'm gonna get that guy.
He's Gucci.
He's hiding under the body.
This guy's still doing all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's chilling. He like looks over to the side, and his beady eyes, and bald head just stare at you.
At me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll stare back.
His countenance looks
See my feathers start to rise
mean.
on the back of my neck.
All right, let's see.
Out of aggression, not fear.
What was the saving throw?
So what's the saving throw? DC 16.
DC 16.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
DC 16.
He has a -1. I rolled an 18.
Hey,
Nice.
he's not paralyzed no more, but it's at the end of his turn.
Yeah, he's still there, but he's having a rough time. God damn it! I have so many solutions. Like, I made this character to have a bunch of solutions to what you guys do, but you keep stacking it in a way to like perfectly counter all of the backup solutions that I have for the things that you guys are doing. So it's like he has absorb elements, so he's like going to take less damage from fire and shit like that. Oh, actually, wait, never mind. He has another thing. Can you still take reactions when you're paralyzed?
Well, he couldn't have taken them before, but he can now that he's saved.
Yeah. Now that he's not paralyzed anymore, he can.
So at the end of this turn, he regains that faculty.
Okay.
And since he saved, yeah.
Okay, because he has this thing called reactive resistance, and it's triggered on taking damage. So you have to use a reaction.
While paralyzed, you are considered incapacitated and can't.
Oh, you're
move or speak.
incapacitated.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right then. Damn. So he is not paralyzed anymore. It is the airman's turn. He is going to fly over here. He was right here, right?
Yep.
Right here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he'll just stop right there, and he'll throw another javelin out of his pack of jabs at Miss Rhea. That he's not supposed to have dispute. Because he's close enough. That was still a 9. So he misses, but he's there.
He's there.
Yeah, Auburn, it's your turn.
Well, I don't know why I'm here now. Things have changed a lot quicker than I was expecting. Riddle me this, GM. I'm invisible, so if I were to make an attack now, that would give me advantage, right?
Yes.
What if I were to use Scorching Ray, which gives me 3, and I were to aim them all at one target?
Yeah, I would say it's for all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just to work on cleaning up, because Auburn's hurt and he knows he's not the biggest damage dealer. He's more utility. I'm going to aim all 3 Scorching Rays at the last airman.
Okay.
As far as we know. So. Uh, 24.
That hits.
22 and 28. So
that's all of them hit. Real good.
18 fire damage as he just gets triple beamed.
He gone.
And that's just going to come from my spot. I'm not casting it from Cornelia's spot. As I there, and I'm kind of channeling it, not from the gun, but like the gun is now in my hands, and you just see my like palms smoking, and I've got the gun cocked and ready and aimed at Redbeak.
Right. Okay.
That is my. I'm gonna bring as a bonus action. I'm gonna bring Cornelia down to 0 feet, so she's like next to
Caskers.
there. Yeah. And I'm just holding my position right now, gun trained on Redbeak.
All right.
Yeah.
At the end of the round, several beaky boys show up. Cascade, is your turn.
Oh boy. Well, now that he's visible, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word. Ow!
Fucking do it again.
Oh, fucking do it again.
Keep sending them towards me.
4, 7, and you heal 15 hit points as I go, you got this! Nice shot!
Thanks, Cass. Oh.
And then I go,
wait, no. Not, wait, heal me for... I put damage instead, and I was at 14 HP, and now it's read me like death
add
throws,
30.
and I'm like, no, stop, I'm alive, please. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Nice.
I charge forward, and I'm like, it's time to be done! And I'm gonna hit him with the shalala. Well, I'm going to attempt to hit him.
Excuse me, wait. Sorry, just to... and, like, I'm trying to be a stickler just because I don't want to die. He was paralyzed, fell down. Is he prone?
No, it was his turn, so he got a turn.
No,
he was
but
able
is he...
to get back up.
Oh!
But he made the saving throw at the end of his turn.
Yeah, he can't have movement.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's prone.
Oh!
Okay. I just
he's
wanted
prone,
to clarify
Sure.
Attacks within 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go! 20!
Nice.
Oh, man! That's cool. Cool. Are we maxing the first? Or just rolling 2? Maxing first or rolling 2?
Rolling 2.
Rolling 2. Cool. So we got a total of 13 non-magical... 13 non-magical... magical non-lethal bludgeoning damage.
Non-lethal?
Uh-huh.
Non-lethal?
Yeah, 100%.
Well,
I said I wouldn't kill him.
He is unconscious.
Oh!
You smack him in the side of the head, and he just falls down, like, as he's, like, attempting to get up, you just kind of club him golf style, four, and, you hear this sickening crack and, he just, instantly back onto the ground. Is that your turn, sir?
100%. I just look at Rhea. I go,
What are you doing?
Me?
Rhea, it is your turn.
Oh, fantastic. I am going to fly here.
You see the new airman coming.
I know.
Okay.
I'm going to use my free action to pick up the sword.
Okay. Pick it up.
And I'm
It is
going...
a sword.
Yep. I have a sword. The stab... I am going to brandish it and yell to the airmen that Redbeak has been defeated. They can fight us if they want, but we will kill them all.
is he frozen for anybody else?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, my off.
That face that you're like.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, so I'm going to brandish it in the air, because I don't know how many more. So I'm going to try to just tell them, like, we will kill all of them if they don't flee.
They all consider you for a moment, and a couple of them look at you, and they start chuckling. And below you, is that your turn?
Well, I don't know now. Wait. Yeah,
that was your turn. Yeah. Below you, and in front of Cascade, you hear, oosh, 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 and a thumping, a deep bass rumbling starts coming from the direction of your unconscious father. And in a moment, green light begins to appear around him. First, very faded, just a touch, and then more and more. As it bursts and erupts out of him, his eyes burst in green light, and he rolls over onto his back, green light coming out of his beak. And he gets up and he looks at you, and he fwink, and the sword is taken from your hand and brought to his. He is an Eldritch Knight, after all.
I don't get a strength check for that with my -1.
He summons it out of your hand, and he looks at you, and as the light fades from his body, but still streaks of it and crackles across his beak and his face and his chest and arms, and his wings, particularly the tips of the wings, almost dripping with acidic light, falling onto the ground, small smoke coming from the ground where it drips. He looks at you, and you see that this is not your father. And a voice speaks out. You are not worthy of my time. But seeing as you have killed one of my greatest lieutenants, well, a punishment must be delivered. And from his body, this light begins to shake outside of him. Cracks begin to form even further, like rifts in space of his chest, as this green light starts shooting out. Boom, 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 like in rays. One ray passed by Cascade and glances off of his arm, and a searing, burning sensation touches Cascade. You take 3 points of damage, and everybody needs to roll dexterity saving throws.
$19.
Oh, why do you make me do this?
20.
Let's go, Cass.
Oh, 0, dude. That's another 20.
Nice.
23, but rolled a 92 on the wild. Oh, okay. I won't tell you what that.
Okay. As the light begins piercing, and you see, this acidic light just starts searing pieces of the building around you. Rocks crumble, and some of the Aarakocra, as they're swooping in towards you, actually get hit by it. One of its wings gets just torn off and is burning into like acidic flame. And you all, you all take 30 points of acid damage.
Oh.
Is that Even with the successful save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm down.
I'm down.
I'm resistant to acid damage.
There you go.
Not quite dead.
No, wait. Is that acid damage you said?
Yeah, acid
You
damage.
said acid damage? I'm
Yeah.
going to use a reaction for absorb elements.
Hell yeah. There you go.
It doesn't matter how, and I just take half of that. Thank God. So
There you go.
Damage by 15.
And the light blinds you all, burning not only from the brightness, but also from the acidic vapors as everything around you begins burning and rippling in a melting that you've never seen before. And when all the chaos, all the sound of cracking stone and searing wing and feather and the yelling of the Aarakocra, both on the ground, nearly dead, and in the air, now freshly dead. Rhea, you're unconscious. You fall to the ground. You take one death saving throw from.
Isn't it 2 for damage?
Yeah, it has to be a melee attack for 2. You take one death saving throw. Cascade. You see before you, not only Rhea fall next to you, in a lump, her wing over the body of her father, and you as well see this, Auburn. And underneath the wing, the red has gone out of Redbeak, and the kind of soft blue-black crow-like features of Redbeak are revealed. Unconscious or dead, lying there, many of its feathers burned and seared away, and all around you is just melted stone and the kind of fumes of this acidic explosion going around.
The other airmen are basically all dead.
They're dead.
They didn't survive. Yeah. I'm immediately like jumping off and rushing in, and just as I'm making my way, prestidigitating like my way through essentially, and so like clearing a path to like. That is if we're out of initiative. Sorry.
You are out of initiative.
Okay. Yeah, if we're out, then that's what I'm doing, and I'll make my way up to Cascade and do that to him, and then do that to Rhea, and like that's what I'll be doing over like the next minute or so, making sure that our immediate area is acid free, and we can kind of navigate and like manipulate things without worrying of burning our skin off.
Yeah, and personally, I'm like, as I see him doing this, I'm going to immediately cure wound Rhea.
Mm-hmm.
Make possibly father. This is your choice.
Mm-hmm.
So. Cure wounds.
Yeah,
I deny the cure wounds.
I deny the cure wounds.
You take 13 points of healing.
Funnily enough, 92 on the wild magic table is if I die within the next minute, I come back to life through the reincarnate spell. And so,
if I didn't res you, you would have just come back. Or if I didn't heal you just now, you would have come back as a different person.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
Sorry, could I? Do you want to try that, Brandon?
No.
No. I've had enough changes. Maybe
don't invalidate my choices like that.
It would be funny if we did it as like the full one and added like rat folk and Genasi to it, because that's what you are, right? For Cascade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just the experiences of going on, but no, I'm good for now.
Hey, how you doing?
You wake. Your wing once again is draped over your father's, burned and battered body, and you feel the weakest shudder of a breath in his chest.
He's still alive.
Your call. I said I wouldn't do it, and I stand by it, but your father, your conflict, so I'll stand.
I know I did make a promise that I'd be the one to do it, but it's still your decision right here, right now. If you choose to take him in for further trials and to face the music, so to speak, then we can do that.
How's he look right now?
Like,
I'm going to turn and look at him.
he looks battered, like completely fucked up. I mean, like, it's almost like the skin that he was wearing before, this like red coloration that was, almost like transmuted onto him in some way, and is now torn off in this explosion. And while he has, these, kind of black feathers that you're used to from your childhood, he has, um, he's missing patches, and he's bleeding underneath, and his body is somewhat contorted and twisted. And you look, and in fact, like, his side here is almost completely, like, almost flayed of skin and feathers, bleeding profusely. It doesn't look like he's long for this world.
Save him if you want.
His eyes kind of blink open, and he sees the two of you, Auburn and Cascade, and he kind of lolls over, and his beak kind of falls to the ground, and he looks at Rhea from the corner of his eye, and he says, "I'm glad it was you."
I cannot forgive you for what you've done.
I don't ask for forgiveness.
All right, Cass, Cass, do you want to come check?
No. You're fine.
All right.
It's not that deep. I've known him as Redbeak longer than I've known him as my father.
That's just a regret.
One that we'll all have to live with.
Take with me far beyond this life.
Auburn, will you? Goodbye, father. Goodbye, Redbeak.
Oh, just don't fight her. She's too. And then, as Auburn moves to maybe finish whatever's going on,
In a nondescript way.
he just passes. He's gone before he could even do anything.
Is there some sort of, just from Auburn looking, some sort of thing that he's wearing that essentially I would surmise would be good as proof of kill without having to like go through the ordeal of decapitating him?
I mean, the ebon nail is only carried by Cameron Ebonnail.
All right.
And
Auburn, may I?
Absolutely. It is by inheritance. It would fall to you.
Take the sword. This will be proof enough.
Right.
What is your if you had to use a sword, what kind of sword would you use?
Let me ask this. Are you intending it as the sword is going to change to my preference, or...
Yes.
Okay. It would probably be something similar to a... Hold on. I'm going to look this up because I want... especially for you. I know you're big into swords.
I imagine it'd be something dexterity based, though.
Yeah, foil.
A foil. So it's going to be a rapier. Actually, it'll be a small sword. It is it's about yay long in the blade, with a small hand, but it's as you grab it, it instantly attunes to you, as if it was in your family for
I thought you were going to say
years.
curse. All
You
right,
know?
fair.
But it instantly attunes to you, and as it does, almost like a shadow coming over it, the light from the clouds and the muted sun fade off of it, and as it fades down the blade, it reduces in size, and in the blink of an eye, it changes into a small needle-like short small sword, and on the bottom of the sword, there's a um, little cord that comes off of it, made of some material, brown, maybe the material of some beast in some ancient past, and from it lies a little rendition of the skull of your father, which is, obviously sitting right in front of you, but you could tell that this is him.
So, like, sorry, I missed.
It's like a memento, like a little.
Was it on the pommel or?
It's hanging off. It's hanging off.
Hanging
the
off of it.
Yeah, on
It's like one of those phone charms, but like just attached to
a chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
While that's happening, Auburn wants to look around. Is there enough rubble to form like a rocky kind of makeshift tomb or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Auburn will just slowly start getting started on that.
It's weirdly melted.
Yeah, prestidigitating my way into like safety to manipulate them. And Auburn's gonna say he might have done horrible things as he's like organizing, but still your father, still a person. And Auburn's just gonna get busy with that for the next little bit.
We actually have a different. If you don't mind, don't cover it, but leave it round. And we'll cremate the.
All right, we could do that.
I hail.
If we tried it, just a little history, because I'm just at this point talking while he's doing, and just talking about how if we tried to bury our dead, it would just be brought up by the rat folk that have gone insane and eaten, and not to mention other birds of prey in the area. So cremation is our way of honoring the dead to ensure that their bodies stay as whole as they can. Just talking about that while he's going on, not even paying attention.
And I believe we received a mini bag of holding from Queen Mixtrix for the coin, so we would have something that we'd be able to carry the ashes in feasibly. Yeah.
And his bones, you could fit bones in there as well.
And so when he gets that built, I would stand above him. Sorry, let me use names. When Auburn gets that built, I would stand above Cameron and look down and one last goodbye and cast fire a few times around the body.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Yes, firebolt.
In the moment, you're the spark of wild magic, which still lingers around this area as it triggered twice. You could see the weave pulling towards your firebolts. Little flashes of light that add itself in chaotic frenzy to these flames that swirls, and the flame starts out red, and then for a moment it flashes green, and it becomes intense and hot, and burns your eyes with that same kind of acidic feeling. But then it moves and changes into a cool blue color that swirls taller and taller, and then explodes into the air in a shower of this ashen blue ember. And it is out. The bones of your father lie there amongst the ashes of his formed flesh.
Auburn,
Aye.
would you mind?
Absolutely. And, I'll go about collecting.
I was thinking, could Prestidigitate do that? Just collect the ashes and, siphon them into the bag?
Sure. Why not?
I wasn't sure. If not, I have Gus push the ashes.
Woof, it just goes.
My mother would want this. I appreciate it. And Cascade, do not fret that he had to die. I was unsure how I would feel at the time, but I believe that it was the right call to let him pass.
I'm going to walk over to where that happened, and in one of the little cracks where the stones come up, I'm going to, fish for any sort of dirt, and I'll locate a seed within it. Hopefully it's a flower. And I'm going to walk over and sprout it in my hand and reach out and hand it. Hopefully it's a flower. And I'll say,
yeah,
whatever it is.
That's true, you just gross.
It's a dandelion.
The dandelion, yay! I say, even from the ashes of this, new life. See?
Yes.
I'm happy.
And new
for you.
opportunities. Hopefully a better life for the rat folk and the Aarakocra.
And the fact that you're happy for them over yourself right now, woo!
But it seems like
are awesome.
The Aarakocra still have more enemies to fight.
It seems like it's not just the Aarakocrans. If we've got Dragonborn involved, and they seem to have plans underground and on the surface, seems like it just involves all of us.
That's funny how that works.
There's a lot that's happened. Let's just go back. Feels like we've got a quest to turn in.
Yeah, I'm sure the Queen will be happy to hear the good news. All the news.
Well, yeah. No, let's just start making our way back. We've got a journey ahead of us to get back to Shroudmoor.
Yep. So we head back to Queen Mist.
I guess first we head back down to the outpost, and then from there, we can't find them. We go to Stone Shear. From there, I'm sure we'd be able to pass along a message. And
when you head down, it took you maybe 2 hours to get here from about 2 hours. It was very, very tall. This staircase, it took maybe an hour and a half to walk up it, just from sheer exhaustion of so many steps. But you go and start walking back and head down, and though you just made this climb, 45, 50 minutes ago, maybe an hour, it seems like a lifetime has passed, especially for Rhea, as the specters of the dark cave kind of enclose you, the light fading from the world. It's almost as if you are awakening from a dream into this same world that you just left, but somehow tainted, different from the experience that you just had. And you find your way down, and Mixtrix is not there. Alvis is, and he arranges you a carriage back to Shroudmore. What is your? We'll actually take a little bit of a break while I discuss with my players what their plans are for the next next part of the session, and then we will come back and continue onward.
Yeah, listen for the music. Play the show song when we come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you in just a second.
Whew.
Back?
Yeah.
Nice. Welcome back, everyone. I need to look at the camera more. I'm realizing. Welcome back, everybody. Once again, this is... Oh, that's why. I have my Discord on the wrong side. For battle purposes. We just got done defeating Cameron Ebennail, or Redbeak, Rhea's father. And they find... the adventurers find themselves on a carriage with a very similar to the one which Jen took them on, riding back from Alvis's new position on the outskirts of Shroudmoor. The bumpy road and dark caverns, a familiar but kind of almost far away sight in their vision as they still recover on their way. Upon returning, there is a message awaiting for them, for all to meet up at the palace in Clearwater, down below. Apparently, if you were successful, Mixtrix had it planned already that you would be awarded for your bravery. That is detailed in a letter that a little page carries up towards you, waiting kind of at the edge of the Shroudmoor suburbs as you're riding in.
Stoneshear.
Yeah, Stoneshear. Sorry, apologies.
Okay.
Getting them mixed up. Both start with S's. But yeah, outside of Stoneshear, you all head down to the palace and find yourself in the Palace of Thar once again.
Cleaning up on the way, cleaning all of us up so we're more presentable.
Prestidigitation. In fact, just outside there is a procession of folks who, mostly rat folk, who are there and have been made aware of the news that there was some sort of event happening in the palace. So more people than you even saw before. It was already filled to bursting before, and now people are cramming in, but they somehow make just enough room for the three adventurers, battered and bruised, to make their way underneath the astrolabe of that they say is their god star.
I can take it.
In her chair sits Mixtrix, and she looks around to all of you, or around all of the people attending. She says, "Everyone, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Clearwater and Stoneshear's newest champions and defenders of our peace." Wait, what should I call you all?
Oh, fuck.
You gotta drop this on us now.
Troublesome Trio!
Oh, yeah.
You could have given us this during the break.
No.
The Troublesome Trio!
That's terrible. The Troublesome Trio. You're like the nicest people ever.
It's a mislead.
Give us just 1 second, my queen, and I'm gonna huddle them up with my wings and just kind of.
Troublesome Trio.
Everybody around you is just like, what's?
Everybody come up with proof.
I mean, they could call us the Realm Walkers because we're all from different realms, so to speak, and then we just.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good one. You rolled high on your intelligence check there, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
And then I
better.
bring the wings back.
But secretly, we're the Troublesome Trio.
All right.
My queen, you could refer to us. You could refer to us as the Realm Walkers. We all come from different walks and planes and areas of this world, and we find ourselves here.
And it is indeed true that the Realm Walkers show us all that those who are from different places and raised in different ways can still come together to create amazing, powerful groups that can influence the course of history. Just today, they have defeated a secret enemy that was lying in wait for the people of Stone Shear. But this enemy is no more. Thanks to the Realm Walkers! And everybody, yay!
And Aubrey does kind of like an awkward wave and nod, but like singles out specific people rather than just generally nodding. Like,
I'm just running up and down the aisles, giving high fives.
You have like rat
Zooming.
claws, like everybody's like, it's like a wave, you know.
Alright, settle down, Cascade. So bring it in. Yeah.
A literal wave cascade just control
yeah.
water.
Yeah, just Mixtrix. Well, it is usual in our culture that whenever a great hero emerges and does a great deed, as you did retrieving my brother, and Stillman Scritches walks out and just kind of says hi. He has way more burns on himself and like so much singeing, and he kind of smells vinegary. Anyway, you see Mixtrix. She raises her hands. As you did then, we shall do again, and perhaps this time, Thar will grace you with his intelligence, his wisdom. And once again, she says, open your mind to our God above and ask him for whatever aid that he may give. And what do you do, Mr. Auburn?
Auburn's just gonna stare up, and very like with a solemn kind of look, and he's not going to say this out loud, he's going to think it, but looking at this astrolabe as it goes around and it turns, and he's trying to also like count it and analyze its like movements, but the only thing that he's thinking is, God, I hope that I can freely explore.
And Freya, what are you thinking? What do you do?
I open my mind and I also consider just the last couple days of learning more about the rat folk and how they aren't the feral beasts that I've always grown up to assume that they are.
And Cascade.
Sorry, I was setting a soundtrack in my mind.
That was it.
Yeah. Are you involving yourself in this at all?
Oh, I didn't hear anything because I was setting a soundtrack in my mind.
Consider Thar there.
Thar? He's in my backpack.
No, we're
No,
submitting.
the one.
We're submitting ourselves.
Look at the astrolabe.
Make a
Oh!
It's like
Consider.
And Mixtrix like, yes. And she like waits for, and there's like a pregnant pause where everyone around is kind of quiet, and just like the last time, nothing seems to happen until the center of the astrolabe, the large round circle, which they said was an eye, pops open. And indeed, there is a metal, almost like what you might imagine like a Fabergé eye, which looks around and considers the room, and then
is it like a good eye of
turns
Sauron?
down. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's like a jeweled eye of Sauron. And looks downward. And as you see it, 9 other eyes form in a pattern around it. Many different eyes looking at you, these jeweled eyes, smaller, different colored. and one large one in the center. And it stares at you. And as you see these eyes, your vision goes white, all three of you. Rhea, you are taken into darkness. There's nothing around you. But you smell the acrid smell that you're used to now, having just experienced it. The smell of acid, of burning. You see green eyes, reptilian in nature, staring, glowing in the darkness. And in a sudden flash, you are standing at the edge of Shroudmoor. And then you're standing at the edge of Stoneshear. And in some way you're in both places at once, and your mind can feel both places at once, and it's as if you're staring at the sea, but the sea is a churning mass of green, acidic water, burning always, and a wave rising up. Around you, gasps of rat folk, of Aarakocra, of various sizes and types, of all your friends that you've known throughout your life. They yell in fear as this wave begins crashing down, and it blinks out, and you return to the present. Auburn, you hear the sound of grinding metal. Metal on metal, clang, clang, clang. You hear the whir of gears, similar to if you were in a quiet place and you were just listening to Chuck next to you. You hear the expression of steam from a vent. You see the silhouette of a small figure, a dwarf, beard coming off, and in its hands are puppets, stringed puppets, each small, one with a beard, one with a bald head, wearing crowns. And you snap back. And Cascade, as you stand there, kind of like, ooh, consider, your eyes flash white, and you see a red symbol in front of you, carved into stone, burning with arcane energy, and then 5 more symbols, and then 10, and then 100 more, circle surrounding a cave-like entrance. And then from that cave-like entrance spews forth fog, more fog, until it's choking you, surrounding you, and you can't help but try and get away, and this madness that you know comes with it is enveloping your mind, and it's gone. And in front of you, the astrolabe whirs and spins, eyes no longer there. The crowd sits raptured, completely stone quiet. You could hear a gnat fart. A short time later, maybe 30, 40 minutes, you find yourself at the inn. This vision, you being pampered towards, these rooms so you can recover from your visions. As the time between then and now just was a blur. People asking questions, Mixtrix, trying to calm her citizenry, guards, taking you and bringing you safely to another place, and you see these visions flashing in pieces in your mind, and you could only imagine what might happen when you sleep, and sleep you do. And these visions keep coming, the same images, gears, acidic waves, red blazing symbols. And you wake up all at once and you find yourself in an inn in Clearwater.
I'd like to imagine we like wake up and we just find ourselves sitting there eating breakfast, not realizing we're sitting there eating breakfast. If everybody's okay with that, and then Auburn goes, "Rough night, huh?" Yeah.
Weren't we just talking with the queen?
Yeah, I was considering.
I think I need to get back to Tisk.
Oh. My head hurts.
And then Auburn just starts like furiously, like he pulls out his notebook and he just like for the first time in like a day, I guess, writing and like sketching. And first he's gonna start with a sketch of kind of you're gonna see just kind of a you know how they'll do like a you have the court artists, right? And they'll do like kind of a snapshot of like when the thing's going on. And he's gonna do the same for the battle that we just had, but it's gonna be in Redbeak's actual like coloring, it's like true form. So he's gonna do that first, and then he's just gonna start drawing gears, and then just writing down and like just drawing kind of like the best he can of the vision he saw. I'm just gonna roll performance for that.
So your performance check.
Oh, she was already taken.
For Redbeak, is definitely whatever you roll. Yeah.
I rolled a 4. So
it's
I'm
jumbled. Yeah, it's jumbled. It's distracted, and it moves almost naturally, like the image of the battlefield kind of conforms into hard lines, and then all of a sudden they transfer into gears and shapes, and then you flip the page and you see gears, and this it's almost like you're possessed, and your performance check has no bearing on the precise, exact lines of these puppets of this hidden dwarven figure cloaked in shadow, holding these small little dwarf, and it looks like a gnome with little crowns.
If I may, I feel like I can surmise that there is somebody else pulling the strings behind the two kings, the dual monarch of Disk and its cities, and the rest of the cities. I guess for Auburn, it was kind of confirming what kind of already made sense, even though he didn't know it. I guess that's a feeling to put it as. It's like, oh, of course this is a thing, and it's just kind of like an innate kind of instinct of like, oh. But that's kind of Auburn's morning, and you're gonna see if anybody pays attention to him sketching furiously.
What are you two doing?
I am going to go order a drink. So I've got a headache.
You do so. They recommend you water with lemon.
I ask for mead.
They give you.
So we're back in Evanshard, right?
No,
you're in Clearwater. Cool.
Oh, we're in Clearwater. Okay, I thought we went all the way back. That's okay. That makes a lot more sense.
Sorry.
All right. No, you're fine. I thought we did like the whole travel back. No, all right. In Clearwater, I'll ask for a glass of mead, but I'll take the glass of water as well, and I'll drink both. And then I'll watch Auburn.
Is it true? You got a vision from thought. Small, like rat folk, almost the size of Alvis, who like reaches over the bar and has like a series of step stools in order to better help customers and reach bottles.
We must have. Or at least I must have. Well, from their pensive states, I think they did too. It was a unique experience.
I think you were the first people to have a vision in, I don't know, a couple lifetimes. It's been a long time. Well, I'm just glad you're here. You're good for business. And then you look behind, and then there's a bunch of people that are like quietly kind of staring at you. But all the tables are full. Everybody's got a beer in hand.
Yes, I guess. Thank you, and I'm gonna grab my... Continue.
Cass, did you see anything, Cass? Did you get a vision too?
Yeah.
This is what I saw, and I'm just gonna show him like the sketches I'd done. Kind of confirming something I already knew, but didn't know. There's somebody controlling the kings.
The kings?
Right, yeah. And then I'll just, because Cascade would know there's two kings, a Dwarven king and a Gnomish king, kind of like dual.
Oh, up
ruling,
on...
up top. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like really jarring, you know? You have so many questions, then all at once, you know, there are more questions, but clarity, to me, what I saw, first real way for me to, you know, make things right from the beginning. Explosion. Up on. There's a cave. Runes on it. Outside. Lots of rooms. I think I saw gas can.
Right.
Remember when I tried to hurt you when I was very mad?
I remember.
Yeah. I say something to make light of it because I don't want to feel like that again. And for a second I did, and then I was here.
Could you describe these runes? Here, and I'm gonna give him my quill and my notebook.
I do my best. Would that be some sort of check for me to like accurately represent the runes that I saw, or would they just kind of be too mashed up and too many to some of them look like?
You actually have a similar feeling to Auburn, where it's like you start drawing kind of like around it because you're kind of afraid, but then as you're beginning to really get into it, these runes, they are seared into your mind.
Oh.
You draw them as though they are a second language, and hundreds of runes fill the page in neat lines.
I will attempt to decipher them as he's drawing them, if I may.
Oh man, I almost took Eldritch Adept with the eyes of the before my feet. I'm not even kidding.
It's not a language per se, but go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
That's what I was hoping for, baby. 19.
So with a 19,
I'm gonna use my reaction to make him have -6 to the boss.
Sure. You have no idea what it is. No, with the 19, you read Primordial, right, Cascade?
I do.
So, with arcane magic, you both know that it's draconic based. Dragons gave magic to the world long ago, spoken into reality, all that jazz. But there's other forms of magic, elemental and primordial in nature. This magic is old, very old. A deep, almost existentially buried magical essence emanates even just from the drawings on the page. And while you can't read them, you know that these sorts of runes are a sort of fundamental changing of something. Well, I mean, it's a fundamental changing of the elemental nature of the reality around these runes. It's so deep. It's kind of like for our player and DM speech. It's almost like you're looking at a Cthulhu-esque Lovecraftian. You can't understand it because it's so beyond, but it is there. And
we're living in 3D, and this is existing in like 5D.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. But yeah.
Somebody use these runes to alter the reality of nature, maybe?
Well, whatever
that's why it just hasn't stopped.
Whatever it is.
Reality now.
If what you're saying is true, then this is a clue to figuring out what the fog is. Okay, listen, Rhea, I don't know what you saw. What did you see?
I'm still trying to process that. Give me just a second.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna take my drink and just down both of them, the water and drink. Like I saw Shroudmore, Stone Shear, and there's this wave of acid overtaking it. I saw green eyes, like a lizard. And then the acid took. Oh.
Alright. That feels intense. What I could gather then from each of our visions is clues as to what's next. If mine is a clue as to what's happening up at Disk, yours being a clue as what's happening with the fog and our possible next step, that just seems like the most immediate thing. A clue as to the foe we just dealt with. Because if you're describing acid, that's whatever being your father was involved with. Something that threatens both Shroudmore and Stoneshear.
Wait, was the stuff?
Do you have a question, Cascade?
Well,
I'm a bit of a history buff myself. I could tell you a little bit.
I know I have to say words. Okay. The explosion that happened up on Disk, there wasn't any melting of anything there. No. Okay.
No.
Different type. It was they're connected.
I mean, for all we know, it could be the same kind of force or multiple forces working together, some sort of coalition. At this point,
coalition of ignorance, basically.
Coalition of evil, supposedly. Either way, we need to move. We can ruminate on whatever we're thinking, whatever we've been shown, but we can't be stagnant. I'm assuming they told us we have a wagon or carriage or whatever that's waiting and ready for us to take us up to where we need to go next. Just whenever we're ready.
It's a very similar walk to what you already kind of did on the way down. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
I just like to go.
if there's no objections, because we can come back down here. I think we need to inform your mother as soon as possible, and I'd like to also catch up with Amelia. It's been a couple of weeks.
Why do you need to check in with Amelia?
Well, she was unconscious when we left her.
Sure, she's fine. Are you worried about her?
Oh, she could take care. She could take care of herself. She's
right.
She's fine. She's more than capable of taking care of herself. But we did fall off the fucking city, Cass.
I would like to see my mother again.
Yeah, let's let's make our way back up. Yeah. Bunch of ideas in your head, and then gather up our things and start heading back. It's also worth noting.
Are you interested in Cloaca?
A Cascade. Auburn just walks out the door the moment you say something. He's just gone. I wanted to say as we get started on this, and we've got like a moment of reprieve. Cascade hasn't been keeping up with his grooming. Not to say that he's like all matted and disgusting, but his beard's grown out. His hair's a lot longer, not as like his usual shaved like sides. Auburn, sorry. Yeah, I'm tired.
Cascade, I've really noticed you haven't been showering lately.
But very much kind of like the best way I could describe his beard is when Tom Hardy grows out his beard. It's kind of like centered around like the chin, but it's still kind of full-ish. And his hair is just kind of like long at the top and slick back, and it's very rugged. You've never seen Auburn look like this way. He's always been clean-shaven, muscular, but right now he's very like rugged and kind of starting to look like a wizard. Just a buff wizard. Just starting to get to like the
little thinner.
He's
still doing your daily push-ups in the morning.
He's not been keeping up his workout, so he's leaned down a little bit. And it's more lean mass right now, but he's starting to look more and more like a wizard, but a lot healthier. I have 59 hit points. Yeah.
All right. Looking like a handsome, rugged young man. All right.
Oh, I get it. The reward was talking to the arch, right?
What?
Yeah. Was giving us a chance to see if we can submit ourselves.
I was like, oh man, she's gonna give me like a wicked high five or maybe a cupcake or something. But then we just looked at that thing for too long. So
you actually, everybody gets there is a delivery to you while you're there. Actually, no, it was there before you snap back to reality. In your packs randomly, there's like 300 extra gold apiece. You wealthy.
I'm rich, bitch.
600 more gold to go.
So many more spells.
Oh wait, what happened to our little goblin? Green Goblin.
Are you gonna go look for him?
I am. Well, I'm gonna say it out loud. So, where did our goblin friend go? We owed him some money.
We already gave. It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later.
It does. I don't need an enemy coming at me 10 sessions from now.
Because we're so worried about.
How much do we owe him?
Like
50 gold.
50 gold.
Well, 25 left. We paid him 20.
I'm planning on coming back.
Clean for him.
Yes, because he's going to want to walk into a rat.
I'm planning on coming back down anyways. We'll look for him then.
Well, I'm going to write a note and hand it to one of the rats that have just been staring at us. And it's just going to say, please, if you find our goblin friend, pay him 25 gold, we'll pay you back. I'm going to hand it to him and say, can you get this to Queen Mistrix, please?
And they say, oh, okay. And they just
hurry, man, hurry!
They're totally down. Anything to help.
What a sweet.
Tell her it's from the Realm Walker.
Sure. Praise the Realm Walkers. I don't know what you did, but I'm happy for it.
Thanks, pal. And then as he walks away, Auburn is like, Realm Walkers, what a stupid fucking name. I shouldn't even said anything. And he's just saying that to himself.
Alright.
I think it's cool.
It's fine.
Better than something like the Heroes of El Torell.
Can somebody in the background just go, Heroes of El Torell?
Yeah, right. Somebody in the background, oh, Heroes of El Torell? That's an ancient legend.
Yeah.
Them old
Last
fuckers.
I heard, he jumped off a cliff. Haven't heard anything from them since.
Yeah, right. It's been a while. It's a shame what that what the legendary archangel did or got eaten by their pet griffin. That's canon now. That's good. Anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm trying to like.
Are we heading back today, Auburn?
No time like today.
I didn't know if you had anything else to do.
No, not as of right now. No, I mean, there's things I'd like to do, but I'd like to get back up first. I think that's important.
This place is underground, so do you think they have good access to precious gemstones?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I gotta make some friends, and it's gonna cost me a big old green agate, because it's gonna cost me 1,000 gold. So maybe if they're more common down here, I could get one for cheaper.
Yeah, there's definitely, there's Durgar here who mine. I mean, there's dwarves down here and stuff like that, so it's not uncommon to find gems. You are in the Underdark.
Because there is an item needed for the casting of Awaken, which is a 1,000 gold gemstone.
Hopefully that's not consumed.
It is not, but it is an 8-hour casting. So.
Yeah.
Jesus. Oh no, the spell consumes, but they don't go away until they die. So.
Right. Well, there you go.
And if they don't die, then they can just choose to hang out with me after 30 days or not, based on how nice we are to them. So be nice.
If you would like to commission that, you could.
Mission?
Yeah. Because it's not an agate is not like 1,000 gold agate is not like fucking this big, it's not hard to find. It's difficult to create, right?
Yeah.
It needs to be very, very well done by a very experienced jeweler, usually with magic. So that's why it's so expensive. So you could get that commissioned.
Well, are we going to be back down, or what's our plan? I don't want to, force us to come back here if there's a possibility we could find it somewhere else,
I want to come back here,
Yeah,
okay.
I definitely want to come back to Stoneshire. I have business down here. The academy's down here, and it's going to be important for whatever we do next.
I gotta hang out with Wolfman and his the man and his wolf again sometime soon too. In that grove.
Master
Whistle?
A whistle.
So I guess I could holler at somebody and see if they could do it, and then I can bring the coin back and give a deposit to them to get started.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can just swing by this marketplace that the DM decides we can swing by for him to.
Don't make fun of me.
Effectively, the deal that I would try to negotiate, Dungeon Master, is just like a 25% down. So I give them 250 gold just to get it and get started, and then hold on to it, and then when I come back, I'll give the extra 750.
Considering that you are a friend of the Queen, very easy to do. And you actually, you would have to visit a new place, but we'll just say you kind of stop by. You would stop by the God, I can't remember the name of my own fucking place.
Gematorium.
It's the large where they make the weapons. That's where like the best crafters are.
Oh, that's up at Stone Shear.
Stone Shear.
Yeah. The armory, you called it.
Victor.
Augury or something like that, or
something like that. The Hall of Armaments or something.
Ooh,
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that feels familiar.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah.
Yeah, just to hold the group up, I'd probably just, talk to somebody real quick, give them the coin, let them know back, timely fashion. If I'm not back in how long?
I mean, it's maybe like half a day's journey back up, especially now that you know the way. But yeah. So, however long you'd like to stay up there, plus a full day's walk there and back.
I mean, I think I'm aiming to. We should aim to be back within about 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness! I have to make so
do.
much money. Okay.
We'll figure it out.
I'm sure Mother would be willing to loan or reward you for your assistance.
Oh, I'd never ask it, but that would just be golly sweet.
In fact, we've got a whole room filled with agates we could give you.
Yeah,
we
it's
just
like
give away like candy.
There's an entire treasury.
Like copper pieces, 15.
You get an agate. You get an agate.
Yeah. They use them to play marbles. Children are just flicking them on the ground. So yeah, you set that up. Please write that down so you could remember and remind me the next time you were down there, because I will probably forget.
Gold is gone. I will write the note down today and get things.
All right. So you make your way over the course of the rest of the day. Basically, you find yourself, you avoid deftly some groups of rats, some crazy rat folk along the way, and are able once again to make your way into the fog and into Shroudmore. The large looming towers around you, the bridges connecting, a familiar sight now far, in the past from days and days being gone. But you head up kind of the same tower that you went down a few blocks away from the Shingitsu residence, yeah, from their kind of like manor, as it were, their personal tower. And where would you like to go first?
The Shingitsu residence.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah. Auburn needs to stop there really quick because I made a promise that I couldn't keep for various reasons, and I have good reasoning for that. But that's okay. I'm sure they'd be okay with it regardless.
What was that promise?
I got a dagger to strike the finishing blow, but we didn't get to do that because.
I mean, I asked you to strike the blow.
Yeah, but
if you did it with the dagger.
Before I could even do so, it was described as he passed before I could even touch him. So. Yeah. But yeah, make our way up to the Shingetsu Manor and knock on the door, I guess. I don't know how we did it the last time.
Once again, it's like this kind of open doorway with the garden out in front with various like shrines of folks who have passed, like ancestors of the past, on the one half, and then kind of like a gate And then there is Moko, the elderly, kind of short owl in his gi, and he says, "Oh, it's good to see you again. Uh, how fares the mission? You have been gone for a number of days."
Um, the mission is done. It was successful.
Really?
Rhea here carries Ebonale as a sign of our victory.
And he kind of like quickly darts his eyes over to Rhea, and looks at the small sword at your hip, and says, "Indeed, very old and ancient weapon that is, young lady. Be careful with it." And says, I will go get my master."
Please do. Thanks.
And a few moments later,
That's
almost
pretty cool. That's neat.
almost a buzz with with kind of a fervor, Lord Shingitsu like strolls down the stairs very quickly, normally very made up and you know reserved, now very obviously excited. um Tell me, did you slay Redbeak?
In short, yes. Lord Shingitsu. For many reasons we can go over at a later date, and I'm going to kind of out of the bag of holding pull out Yumi's blade that I guess belonged to his daughter, her sister. I was unable to strike the finishing blow, but he succumbed to his injuries we'd inflicted on him, and I'm just here to return this.
And he grabs the blade and he says, "That is all right. It was present in the final moments of his death. She was able to witness the felling of her captor and killer. Good." And he puts it in his breast pocket, and underneath the clean um, gold and green robes which he wears, and he says, "We must inform Lord Kitsurugi."
Oh my god.
There's a lot more information that needs to be discussed. I feel like that should be done in the presence of everybody because it goes much further than. I'm not trying to excuse the actions of a man who did clearly horrible things, but it goes beyond just a man wanting to do evil. There was a much greater and much more evil influence, something that
There
warped his
often
mind.
is, but one thing at a time. We need
Right.
to focus on reuniting our people,
Right.
healing the wounds of this terrible, terrible war, and considering that the deed is done and you all have finished this gruesome task, it is time that we move on from our rivalry, begin healing.
Oh, I agree.
And over the next kind of like few days, or actually probably few hours, um, you meet with Kitsurugi, the kind of he was a peregrine falcon, right? Or I believe so. And he his pink and blue outfit, beautiful and flamboyant as it was before. And his he greets you. You discuss kind of just what happened and some of these portent signs that you have seen, um, concerned obviously about
Definitely
them.
dropping the name Lady Arissa.
Lady Arissa, right?
Yeah.
Um, and behind him, his little servant, um, Aarakocra, or owl person, um, is furiously taking notes about everything that happened, and he is regarding you, hands very um, very stoically, just taking everything in. And he says, "All right." Once you finish, he says, "All right." I forgot what his voice sounds like. It is time that we speak to your mother, and let me be the first to say, though we wanted him dead, the loss of a father is no less of a burden, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Image.
I can't think of the right word. I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Consolidation is not the right word.
Condolences.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for your condolences.
You have done a great thing for both of our people, and you know this. Just remember that. When moments of regret or sadness seep through, this is. Okay.
I did what was necessary for the world.
Indeed, you did. He says, "Well, it is time. Let us go meet with Lady Evandale." And he drums up a military kind of like detachment of several warriors with their long spears, and they start heading off towards the neutral zone, as it were, of the city. Shortly, you are met with a little bit of dodgy hostility, but everybody is calm, and eventually Major Brianna walks out and greets her daughter. "I'm so happy to see you." In a rare break of military decorum, she kind of like flutters over to you really quickly and lands on her feet and wraps you in a hug.
How does that work? Two Aarakocras hugging. Is it a power struggle between the two of them to see whose wings overlap the other?
You just go cross.
Yeah.
Do the crosswing. Exactly.
I would hug her back or embrace. Be like, "It is done, mother. I righted the wrong."
I'm so proud of you.
Not to interrupt a family moment, and I'm just gonna kind of hand her the little pouch of holding.
Well, would you like into the hug as well?
No. This is and I'm gonna give it to her. I give it to Rhea. Yeah, I give it to you, Rhea.
What is it? Sorry.
The little pouch of holding with his remains.
Oh yes. Here are his remains. Did not
Nothing.
fail red folk to get to.
Didn't hear most of that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I said, here are his remains, mother. I did not want the vultures or the fails to get to him.
For sure. We got you.
Huh?
There was a lot of gate because you got so close. But we got it.
It went from to
welcome to the dog. Can I take your order? Normally, I hear alone during D&D. Yes, mother, these are his remains. Do with them what you will, but I will be keeping this, and I'm holding the ebon blade.
He says,
"There's more work that needs done."
"It is yours by right. I am not an ebon nail by blood. You are. I hope it serves you well."
I hope.
And yeah, you guys make it back all the way to kind of like the large military area that you were before, with the infirmary. And you go check the infirmary, but Amelia is not there, and Brianna notifies you of what quarters that she has been put up in, along with the recovered random no name Jerry, who the guy that also was with you, um, who somehow survived as well. But you find their quarters, and Amelia is there. She's like, "Ah, it's about time you're here."
Uh,
God.
you all right, Amelia? You doing?
Yeah,
You
I'm
all right?
fine. Where the hell have you been? It's been like a week and a half.
Well, we went down into the into the sewers, and there's a whole city down there.
What?
Fucking
Y- well, there's a lot that's happened. Are you okay? That fall
Yeah,
do
I'm
any
fine.
damage?
I was, I mean, I had like 5 broken ribs for like 4 days, but they kept healing me, and I'm okay now.
All
But
right. It's. I'm glad you're all right.
and
This is the one that he likes, right? I whisper to Cascade.
roll a
100%.
stealth check.
No, 1,000%.
You're trying to keep that quiet.
I'm gonna use. Did we sleep?
Yeah.
I choose to fail.
I choose to fail.
I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos, or to advantage.
I use my
what check am I
reaction
doing?
to give you a
Stealth,
minus
yeah.
1d6. Give a minus 3 to your roll.
Oh no! I rolled a 3 and a 1. I got a 4.
And so right before you say that, there's like kind of a pause where they look at each other, and it's kind of like, I'm glad to see you're okay, and she's like, she softens a little bit, and then you say that, and it's the clearest. It's like the peal of a chime at midday in the middle of this fucking corridor, and she immediately hardens her face and it's like, "Well, you better be fucking glad I'm okay."
Let me. Listen. Let's. If you want to come and sit in on the conversation, and we can kind of fill you in on what happened. There's been a lot. Amelia.
It's opposite from.
Apart from a whole other city down there's something I've learned about Disc.
Yeah,
and I
you
trust
don't know the half of it. Here, sit down. And over the next, well, actually, we'll just do it real time. She says, Garrick has been in contact with me. He's been using sorcerers to send messages, and
right.
once I was awake,
alive.
I was able to retrieve those messages. I'm lucky because it was the last one that he was going to send before just giving up on us that I woke up in time. But over the past few days, things have changed up top. People of non-gnomish and dwarvish descent have been corralled into the common districts, the religious district, and worship of non-gnomish and dwarvish gods has been strictly prohibited and tamped down, and everything's going to shit up there, apparently. He said he barely has time to send messages. So many people are coming in with problems. So many people are having issues, and people are being arrested. They say that there was even someone killed in the streets.
And then I'm going to pull out my notebook and I'm going to show her the sketches of the visions. Can't exactly describe how, but I've had these visions.
I don't know anything about visions, but I know that our people need our help.
Huh. Alright. Yes, Cass.
What about the elves on Floor Nouveau?
I haven't had word from them in a while, as far as I've been told. We don't really check up on them, though.
Also, any of the elves that lived Fisk, so they're among those been gathered?
Oh, they're non-dwarvish or non-gnomish, so...
Seems that the wealthier houses are more or less unaffected, but
that makes sense.
but the Commonwealth have been packed in like sardines in the poorer parts of the city. I don't think they even have access to the Gears District anymore to lodge complaints or file grievances.
What do you want to do, Amelia?
I want to get the fuck back home. But I don't know how the fuck to get there.
Well, could probably find a way to one of the platforms that they use the maintenance levels.
As far as I know, it's sealed down here all the way, unless we go deep into the Underdark.
Well, funny thing about that is that's where I was planning on going next. I've got some work to do down there.
Really?
And then I'm gonna spend the next little bit just describing everything we've done since.
And she looks, Amelia has this air of always being perturbed, but never being surprised. You know what I mean? Like she's never off put by things. But you could tell just kind of just a little hint of holy shit. Like, she's obviously just as amazed as you are that there are bird people, down below active cities, but, describing this wealth of culture, something that you got over the course of days, she's getting all,
Right
in
now.
an instant, from
Amelia.
what one might think of as a not so reliable source, but
Sure.
in the current circumstances seems very genuine.
Amelia, there's more here. There's apparently a city called Baldur's Gate that just exists, and there are humans there.
Humans down here?
There's a lot that's been kept from us.
Yes.
And I think my place does belong back up Disc. And as horrible as things might be right now, I can't go back just yet. I'm not ready. I'm not strong enough to make any sort of impactful change. It's gonna be a while before I'm ready to go up there. If you need to get back up now, we can help you solve that, but I'm not going back up there. Not until I'm strong enough to be able to fight the people that threw us off in the first place. Because I have a feeling that's gonna have us go up against the entire order.
You're one of the smartest wizards I've ever met. You're an idiot, but you're smart. You're undisciplined, untrained. You take things too easily. But
That's one hell of a backhanded compliment.
But we need people like you. When Garrick's found out that you were alive, the next 5, 6 messages were just him asking about you.
I'll send him a message. I can do that now.
Really?
Yeah, I can cast sending. Cass.
If there's not a way we can... Hi, dog. I wonder if there's a way
Probably.
for us to
What-
help even if we're not there. I should explain. I'm sorry.
That'd be helpful.
That would be super helpful. So there's all these fleets. What's the broken place called where all the pirates are and stuff?
Cloak.
You can talk to that bartender, see if they have any connections with those sort of folks, and I will give them all of my money if they will do missions to run in there and try and get people out. So maybe we could affect some change, hiring
You
out
think you
some
have a
crew.
contact in Cloak?
Well,
We know somebody who might.
yeah. There's adventurers from Cloak who've been down here. We're not the first humans down in Stoneshire or even further or even
You
down
said there
here.
was humans in Baldur's.
Well, that might be a lucky way for us to get back up too.
At some point, yes. Amelia, I appreciate the unusually nice things you've just said about me, but I'm not ready. I can't go back just yet. I can get resources and send them back. There's a whole academy we have access to, full of wealth and knowledge. But I'm not going back up.
Made friends with a queen.
Also,
And I put Thor in my backpack.
oh yeah, we've got a myconid.
What the fuck is a myconid?
It's this.
Mushroom
And I go,
person.
and I give a little whistle, and he hops out of the bed.
What the fuck is going on?
He's gonna be real big.
Look, all I need to know is how to get back up. If
Right.
we can get back up, I mean, I need to book passage.
Sure.
I don't know.
Sure. Just our next step, once we discuss with Rhea, most likely we'll be going down unless Rhea says something else. I feel like we need to debrief with her mother first before we
And-
move anywhere.
At that, knocking on the door, the sound of a talon. Am I interrupting?
No.
And it's Brianna. She says, I overheard some of your conversation, and I assume that you, on the way here, had already kind of discussed some of this stuff, including the possible back and forth between Shroudmore and Stoneshear, just like as a off.
Plus, I'm sure Rhea has also mentioned the diplomacy efforts.
That's what I meant. Yeah. She says, it seems that we have a fight on two fronts, in a way. We have a fight up here. Rhea told me of this green wave, these visions, and now we have the chance to work together with people who we previously thought were our enemies. I believe it might be better for you to help your own people. We don't know the threat yet that lurks in the darkness, the things well deep into the cave. We can spend time. There's people that we could send, scouts, sorties if we find anything. But you've, as far as I can tell, stopped a threat. Dead in its tracks, in the middle of its most important hour. And I know that my late husband, he wouldn't take a small part. There's a lot of good that you've already done here. We could take that and make something out of it. But if you have no home to go to, if you have no place to fight for when you go back, that's no good.
Cascade, what do you want to do?
really think that you're okay down here for now. That we threw a big enough wrench in his plans that maybe we can go help home. I think the fog isn't going to do any more damage. We can come back and deal with whatever else is down here in the fog last. But I if we had the opportunity, I just, you know, Hobbysaurus Rex, it's just, I gotta make sure my family's okay.
Yes. Anything that happens in this could escalate into full-out war in the other rings. You don't know. We don't know whether. I don't know what's going. But
Personally, I think you're underestimating yourself. Think you're strong enough?
I would still like to visit Stoneship before we leave. But I think we should head back. Put up a damn good convincing argument, Brianna.
It is the unfortunate blessing of being a politician.
Rhea.
Mother,
Yes, my dear.
may I join them?
From this point on, you could do whatever you want.
Right, bye. Bye. No. I think we should begin to explore expand our influence elsewhere.
Indeed. If there are people above us, we are of the air. We could be powerful allies or trade partners. They could provide us things that we need.
Until I also know for sure what's happening up there, I don't want to do anything that might expose you all.
Well,
because as far as the people up there know, you don't exist. So.
But you told me that there has been attacks by Aarakocra.
While we don't know that a civilization exists, that a community of
it was just
intelligent
red people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we didn't know that you guys were down here organized. We thought you were just like pirates, bird pirates.
As far as security is concerned, you're just uncivilized creatures attacking us.
Okay, all right. I understand.
In reference
you're
to red
monsters
beaks.
And you eat children. Yes, we know.
I think the only reason I'd like to visit Stoneship first is I'd like to just get a couple of last preparations. Amelia, I think you'd also benefit. There are spells that we could prepare and knowledge we could sift through as preparations, but also...
Ooh, I could get friends.
Primarily, we might be able to find something that would disguise you, and Auburn's pointing at Rhea, as a humanoid. As
that
a
might be a
non-pet.
good idea.
The less we can reveal about your nature, the better for all of us.
Little prep,
Indeed.
then up?
Yes. Sounds like a good idea to me.
Would you, by any chance...
It is good to see you. Sorry, I forgot to bow and stuff.
I'm not a queen, I'm a major.
Oh!
It's all right.
Major.
The head of the general of our society is always busy.
Would you happen to have any tools or any connections as to how we could find our way back up?
You know, how do I think about it? In the neutral zone between the two cities, there's a teleportation ring, which certain arcane users would use from time to time to teleport back and forth. If you know the glyphs, I'm sure. Do you know that spell?
I don't know the spell, but should God be willing, I might remember the coordinate glyphs. Yeah?
And she'll go ahead and introduce you to the glyphs and take you to the neutral.
Well, no,
zone
I mean, do I
Oh.
know a destination? Would I know a I would assume that the order would have like a teleportation circle that they use. That while I might not know the spell, would I know the coordinates of our destination?
No. They there isn't teleportation. Teleportation isn't really used throughout the Sky Cities. At all. Like either there aren't that many powerful wizards or it just isn't a thing that people use. People tend to stay in their cities, and if they're traveling from place to place, it's usually via airship.
Right.
Yeah. So you don't know anything for the order.
Sure.
Though, at some point, if you get the spell, you would certainly be able to learn, make one at some point.
Escape.
Yes.
So
you can just speak. You're an adult man.
Mostly. I really was hoping, because daughter spoke so highly of your society, so much so that you just have agates all over the place, just kids picking up agates. I need one agate, and if you have a lot of them, I could pay you back for the rest of it. I just really want to bring some tree friends along with us because I think they might help.
I was jesting.
Yeah, we don't have a.
Oh, ha! Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Well,
we'll get it. Get it eventually.
We have a lot to do, I suppose. I need to start reintegrating my people into the rest of the city, and the Alfolk as well need to come do that.
High five.
Sure, yes.
Great bonds, High fours.
You all need to pursue some great evil, great machinations in your city. We need to find you an airship. You said that you had a contact.
Potentially we've got
Alfred.
but we've also got down in the owl folk side of things, Shiro, I think his name was. He ran a bar. One of the only Arakocrans.
Shiori.
So I apologize. It's been a Shiori.
Yeah, came down here on an airship.
He came down here in a lot of ways. Be careful with him.
Well,
he's agreeable enough, but
if you're
maybe a little selfish.
If your people have to come across an airship that just needs a little bit of fixing, we can figure that out. We have connections with some of the rat folk who might be able to do some. We can bring them back up with us.
We don't keep technology like that down here, especially after the war.
So we might have to pursue some wilder methods of return.
I mean, if I get a little stronger, I can cast fly spells, make us fly.
I mean, technically I can too. I just need to learn it. Not yet.
Oh man, I was about to say, show me. Let's go.
That's part of why I'd like to go down to get some more knowledge.
Do they have shoes with wings on them?
We could go find out.
Oh man, let's go.
Yeah. So she says, be careful with Shiori. Making any deals with him, but I think that is all I'm basically prepared for
also
for the night.
Not to push anything further, Major Brietta, but you wouldn't have to have some sort of monetary kickback for dealing with this.
There was an award ceremony already planned. The general wanted to
I didn't know anyone
unify
else
the
could do.
troops and bring everybody together, all that jazz. It'll be happening tomorrow.
So we'll do that. I'm just gonna go catch up with Amelia then. Good night, Cass, Rhea.
Tell her how you feel. And Amelia is just like,
just listen. Look at some of these sketches, and I'm just showing her things.
yes, very nice. And what are you?
Before Auburn goes. Oh, thank you. But I need it from Auburn too. Oh,
That's fine, buddy.
yeah. Get him, killer.
And we're going to go ahead and end there as I have not gotten sleep for a while, and I'm very tired. And also, I need to prepare like a dozen different things. So,
If work
wrapping up.
asks, though, we didn't end until a little after midnight.
Huh?
Said if work asks, though, we didn't end until a little after midnight.
True.
They call me. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh God, they know that we stream. They might be watching.
Oh, God, who cares?
I'll put the VOD up and put the time up different.
Oh goodness.
Wow.
Everybody, thank you so much for stopping by. That was a fun session. A lot of crazy shit happened. A lot of kind of screen wipes to the next big thing. But we got some hooks, we got some lines, we got maybe some sinkers. And hopefully we can begin unraveling the mystery of the fog, the kind of craziness going on in Disc, and whatever Connor's doing in the background.
I already gave him the look.
I saw that. Lance came out of your face again.
I need to roll 1d4 for that look.
Intelligence damage right there. Psychic.
Vicious mockery. But yeah, that concludes the first arc of another one, Lightborn, and
Got
we
cool
are.
sword.
You got a cool sword. Yeah. Next time.
Ooh. Oh, sick.
Bye, friends.
Bye.